roll another 7. Woo. I'm all healed. Still got.
Okay. I think the stream is back up now. That was weird. I've been having internet issues the last couple of days. There's been some storms rolling through and stuff. I couldn't stream yesterday because the internet just completely shut off.
Yeah, we had power go out here this morning.
Yeah, too.
So I'm now recording and streaming at the same time, just in case it crashes again. So I can still put a video up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be lagging. I'm not dropping any frames, because I didn't have the window up. I just heard the ding that lets me know that the thing cut off. Okay. Alright, so everyone's going to bed, sleeping. Anything else that you're doing before you close your eyes for the night? Other than Kato down there repairing things.
Yeah, I'm assuming I just do that overnight. Unless I needed to sit down. Or
Nope. Okay, so while everyone is sleeping, you all, and you don't know this until you wake up, but you all seem to have some very interesting dreams. You find yourself wherever is like your most ideal setting, like wherever you're the most comfortable. It's a very pleasant dream. Starting off, your fondest memories are being replayed. You're eating your favorite meal. You're at your favorite secret hideaway, whatever brings you the most joy. You're experiencing that, and in the middle of the dream, you see this ethereal woman. She's got long flowing blonde hair, and she's wearing a Daphnis sky blue robe, and she walks up to you, and she says, "My name is Jane. I know what it is that you seek. Time grows short, though, for your goals tie you to a horrible fate looming on the horizon. You are needed to face that fate soon, though, if there is any chance of averting the return of Hagrosth. You are needed in the town of Sharash. I have a way to put you on that path." And she reaches out towards you with her right hand, and it's all aglow, almost so bright you can't look at it. And she touches her hand to your forehead, and then things fade to black. Kato, while you're downstairs repairing things, you happen to turn around at one point, and you see that same figure standing behind you.
like not a vision.
You can kind of see through her.
Okay.
And I'll say, if you want to, give me a difficulty 2 perception check.
Okay.
You, with your robotic sensors, you you kind of get like a matrixy effect as you look at her a little closer, and you see like ones and O's and like data code streaming through her body.
Like she's from the data sphere or whatever it's called.
Could be.
Sure.
And she does the same thing. She introduces herself as Jane, and she says that I know of your mission, and that though you and Corvin completing the task you and Corvin completing your task may result in the ruin of the ninth world. But unfortunately, only by doing so can there be a chance for saving the ninth world. One of your quarry that you are searching for has been recently seen in Sharash. I ask you
Sharash.
though. She nods. She asks though that when you are asked for mercy, to please keep an open mind before passing judgment. And then she also reaches out and touches you with a glowing hand. And there's a bright flash that leads to darkness.
Okay.
And when everyone regains their senses, it's to the light of day streaming down on everyone's eyes. And you wake up and find yourself in a roadside campground outside in a rocky pass. Not that different from well, let's see, y'all was in town, so you wasn't in the pass. So yeah, it's a Rocky Mountain Pass.
Do we just appear there?
Yeah, it's really strange for you, Kato, because you don't normally power down completely, but wow, you have no idea how much time has passed, other than it's no longer night, and you are clearly nowhere near where you were. Like there's no sound, no sign of the town of Ember Peaks. You was just Ember Peaks is just on the outskirts of the mountain range, outside of what's the name of the pass?
Like when Data wakes up.
The fingers.
Yeah, there's a pass next to the fingers.
I don't think you mentioned that before.
Yeah, okay. I don't see the. Oh, there it is. The Wandering Walk. Restore that. It's the Trimble Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have probably heard about it as you were wandering with the pilgrims. And if anyone had came from the Steadfast, you probably had traveled through the pass to get there. But give me a difficulty 3, everybody. Perception. If you have anything like geography, anything that would help you locate yourself.
Wait. Does that include perception?
Yep, perception. I'll
Are we
allow
fully
that.
recovered, by the way?
Yes. Fully recovered, everything's reset for the day.
Kato has no idea where we are.
You made your first one.
Yeah, that was the one that didn't really matter though.
Why does it say difficulty 1, difficulty 3?
You rolled a
No,
3.
no, you're fine.
You rolled a 3, and that would be the difficulty 1.
Oh, okay. Sounds like I have it.
Yeah, you needed a 9 to succeed. All right, so yeah, you have no idea where you are, but you do recognize that it is noticeably colder than it was on the Wandering Walk. And for the player's perspective, your characters would know this, so you should know this, that it actually gets cooler the further to the south you go. It's kind of the opposite of the way it is.
Oh, so we're like Southern Hemisphere.
So yeah, you've seemed to moved southward, and we're gonna say that it is kind of middle to late summer for the time of the year, and you're in the mountains, and it's cooler, like you've moved southwards a great distance. Like, this does not seem to be the same mountain pass that is going through the Black Riage mountain range that separates the Steadfast from the Beyond near the Ember's Peak. So you're further south, actually inside the Black Riage mountain range. And to the west, you know, you're on a campsite that's by the road, and to the west you do see in the distance a town.
Sharash, maybe?
I asked everyone if they know where we are and how we ended up here.
No idea.
I don't know, man. I just woke up and bam, here we were.
Corvin. Have you ever met a woman named Jane?
Kinda.
Do you say this aloud, Kato?
Yeah, I pull him aside.
In a whisper, I said kinda. I had a dream about it.
I saw a vision.
That's strange for you.
Very. She said our quarry is in a town called Sharash.
Well, maybe we should go check out this town. See what it's called.
Might be where we are.
Definitely within the realm of possibility.
Did anyone else have a strange dream last night? I asked
Yeah.
everyone.
I did. Saw some lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna describe what I saw. See if anyone experienced something similar.
Yep, so Ferrum describes pretty much the exact same dream that the rest of you had. Other than Kato, who had a slightly different experience.
Yep.
What was your dream about, T-Bone?
Yeah, it was about some lady. She was in there. And next thing I know, I woke up and here I am. What did your
Okay.
lady? Seems like we all had a dream about a woman. Kato, I know that's rare for you. I think this might all tie together. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm thinking it's cold, and there's a town over there that may have some place to sleep. Maybe we should head that way.
Yep, I think so too. Let's go. Let's mosey on over there.
Yeah, the town isn't really far. It's switch my notes. It looks like it's early in the morning. The sun had just started coming up high enough over the pass to stream down to wake you up. So it'll probably take you a couple hours to walk towards the town. And the closer you get, you see that it's a pretty large town, and it has walls. It actually completely blocks the pass, so people traveling through have to go through the town.
Like a checkpoint?
Kinda, yeah. It looks like whoever built this place built it with the idea of making sure business and money flows through the town on its way in and out of the beyond.
As we move closer to town, I'm gonna send Kato a message saying keep an eye out for robots.
You mean Corvin?
What did I say?
Kato.
Oh.
Talking to yourself?
Okay.
I must remember to keep an eye out for my kin.
I shoot one back. Will do. Eyes on alert.
Okay, so just for reference, this is what you see as you're walking up. Y'all are coming on from the east side. It's a pretty big place. Far bigger than it might have been about on par for Embered Peaks. I remember if they said how big Embered Peaks were.
I don't
Hey,
think they did.
did you use that map program I sent?
Yes, I did.
Oh, cool. I'm glad it came in handy.
Yeah, like
Looks
I
good.
could definitely use that for what we're going through right now. And as you get up towards the gate, you actually see that there's a pretty long line of people waiting to get in through the gates, and there's a handful of guards that are inspecting people. And a lot of people that are on the road, they seem to be some sort of farmers, and you don't know, there must be some farmlands somewhere nearby. I mean, doesn't look the general area where you're in right now like it's pretty farmable. It's a lot of rocky terrain, but there must be somewhere nearby where there's people living, or maybe they come from the beyond. You're not even too sure how far into the past you guys are. But yeah, it looks like people are coming into the town to sell their wares of one type or another. Like it might be market day.
When I get close enough that I can see what the guards are doing, I'm gonna hide my blade to conceal it better.
Okay. And as you get closer, you can notice more what the guards are doing. They seem to be searching for members of a particular group, and you hear mention of something called Steel Star. And they're like poking and prodding hay bales, make sure there's nobody hiding in there and searching for contraband of some sort. And
So
Do
was
we-
that they're looking for people of Steel Star?
yeah, you hear the word Steel Star mentioned. You're not quite close enough yet to fully hear the full inquiry, but you do hear the word Steel Star.
Do we recognize the guard, or are they wearing different armor compared to where we were earlier?
Yeah, they're wearing a different style. They're different colored cloaks from the guards that from Embered Peaks.
Can I roll something to see if I recognize it?
Sure. Give
Can I get an
me a
What would,
difficulty 3. And what was that, Kato?
Can I get in on that too?
Sure.
What? Just intelligence check?
Yeah, if you have anything like heraldry, we'll say that they do have a symbol of a hawk on their breastplates and on their cloaks. Yeah, if you know anything about heraldry or nobility, anything like that might give you a bonus.
well, me,
Not really
all of
Kato's
us,
expertise.
yeah, but all of us succeeded the difficulty 3 check anyways.
Okay, so yeah, there you know that there's 3 passes going in and out of the Black Riage mountain range, and only one of them that you know of has a place that blocks the pass, so like this. And so you gather that you are in the middle pass that's called Syrinscape Pass, and this must be the town of Sharash that is ruled by Baron Astron.
Astrid?
Asdren. Astron.
Astrin. Okay.
Like the girl on The Office, the daughter.
No.
I've never
That's what I
watched it.
thought was,
How closely are the guards looking for in groups of people?
They are doing a very extensive search. That's why the line is so long. It's taken them about 5 to 15 minutes per person to like go through everything that they have. And like, you know, they're doing like pat down searches. They're popping out jewelry. Like if you have any sort of necklaces, medallions, they're popping that out. They're checking rings. They're looking at. I mean, they're even going so far as like lifting up clothing to search for like tattoos.
Y'all think we should find another way in?
And as you're getting closer, there's a merchant in front of you that has a cart that's covered by a tarp, and so that you can't really see what type of goods it is that he has. And he's wearing a deeply shadowed hood. And when the guards get to him, he's answering their questions, kind of a mumble. He's not looking directly at them. And they in the middle of their search, they find that he's wearing a medallion, and that you hear one of the guards yell out, "Steel Star!" And they pull out their weapons, and one of the other guards reveal the tarp to find that he has like a stash of weapons and stuff mixed in with the rest of the goods. And actually a little scuffle breaks out. He tries to fight, and they go to subdue him, and while they're fighting, he's yelling out, "Down with the tyrant! Death to the Baron!" And then some guy walks up to him, and while the rest of them are trying to struggle him down to the ground, and pulls out this long black metal rod that has some circular protrusions on one end, and it kind of glows, and he taps him on the shoulder with it, and the guy just goes limp. And they drag him off and take the cart.
Like a taser?
Kinda. You remember the movie Demolition Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like their batons that they had in Demolition Man. And there's a little bit of a murmur amongst the crowd, and you hear people whispering, that was an agent of the Steel Star. And then some more guards show up to replace the ones that take off the guy, and they start inspecting again.
I think we're all good, right? No one has any steel star-shaped emblems.
I don't have anything.
And so yeah, there's about 3 people in front of you. Before you get to the guards yourselves. And yeah, there's a lot of whispering and murmuring. You actually hear that that a couple people are talking in front of you, and they say that they can't believe that the star is still being a problem, still trying to cause mischief after their leader has been run off. And the other one replies with, "Yes, but I wish that the star had succeeded. We might have been better off without the Baron around." And when you get up to the guards, there's 5 of them, and a 6th one seems to be a little more ornately dressed. And he approaches you and says, "Welcome to the great town of Sharash. What brings you to our fair town, and what are you carrying with you? I'm afraid you will have to submit to a search before you're able to enter."
Search me just fine, sir. I'm not hiding anything. I got a battle axe and a longsword, brother. I'm good.
And yeah, he motions you one by one to come off to the side, and yeah, they strip you, sir. They do a little pat search down on you, and they even have a device that they wave around you that beeps.
Like a metal one?
Kinda. You don't really know what it is that they're doing, but yeah, it kind of beeps every so often, and if it makes a very loud noise, they stop and prod and pull stuff out of your pockets, and they don't seem to find what they're looking for. They wave you on.
Does it do anything different when it's put on me?
When you get there, Kato, they actually get nervous. And
I assume I am taller than them all.
yeah, did you say how tall you were?
Like 6'5" or something.
Yeah, these guys are at most 6 foot.
Corbin's taller than them too.
So yeah, they see that you're clearly not human, and they pull out their weapons. And you, who is your owner?
I am my own owner.
That answer makes them nervous too. And
I say he's with me. He is a companion.
and they're like, you, Metal Man, step to the side. Make no sudden moves. Don't
Why?
try anything funny. We know how to deal with you.
I
And
have done nothing wrong.
we'll be the ones to judge.
When Kero goes to the side, I'm gonna use apply the observation on the leader, which gives me an asset if I do something to him.
Okay?
I say he's
Do-
with me. Are you guys gonna take my companion robot from me?
We're not taking him anywhere at the moment, but we've had problems with robots lately.
What kind of problems? We were actually seeking out robots that are
Did you run the dishwasher?
not acting normally.
And they're only keeping like one eye on you. They're fully facing Kato, and they have you at their peripheral vision. And half turns his head towards you, and he's like, "It's recently come to be known that the leader of the stars was actually a artificial intelligence in disguise."
We are here tracking such robots in order to destroy them.
He's like, that may be, or it could be that you are actually more members of the Steel Stars, trying to cause harm to our Baron.
Could you describe this machine?
And they give a description that, well, for the most part, the thing had found some way to disguise itself to look like a human female. Not even its own members, its own thugs, knew that it was a robot.
Does that bring back any memories or anything?
It does. You do recall that one of your quarry did have the ability to pass as more human.
Okay.
And Ferrum, you said you were going to be using one of your abilities on him.
Yeah, applied observation.
How much into the front are you? Are you
I'm probably behind Corvin since he's probably stood forward when Kiddo was leaning to the side, or am I wrong?
you have like your hood up?
No, I don't. I don't have my hood up.
Okay, so yeah, the guard captain turns back towards you, the rest of you, and he's like, "We will be searching all of you thoroughly to make sure that you are not holding any contraband or any signs of the star." And he kind of scans over the rest of you, and Ferrum, when his eyes fall upon your face, he turns ashen. He goes far paler than he already was, and he whips out his long sword and points it in your direction. You. What
I have done nothing.
are you doing back here? And
I just arrived in this city with my
he
compadres.
yells out, "Silver Star Collaborator!"
What?
And all the guards whip out their weapons.
I'm gonna start running backwards.
They take
You're
off
guilty.
after you. One guy sticks next to you, Kato, and he actually puts a sword up towards your chest.
I bat it away with my arm.
And he takes a step back and goes into a defensive stance. And Ferrum, you're running.
I'm trained in blending in through crowds, so I'm gonna try to, when I run back, I'm gonna try to use that.
Okay.
So the guards have a bit harder to spot me.
Well, if you want to blend in, you'd have to stop because no one else is moving, and you'd be pretty visible being the only one shouldering. I mean, it's not like a really tightly packed crowd. It's just like a line on a big road.
Okay.
So if you want, you can try and hide somewhere.
I'm gonna I'm gonna stop and throw a fear gas bomb, like 12 feet behind me.
Okay. Let me look and see what that says.
They basically have to run in fear.
Actually, yeah, you can post it in chat. Yeah, there's a button you can push to post it in chat.
I'm gonna use the choking gas bomb instead, since it lasts a bit longer.
Okay, so yeah, everybody around starts choking. Short range. I'm going to say that T-Bone and Corvin, you're just within range of it as well. And give me a difficulty 4 speed defense
All right.
check. See whether or not you are caught in the choking cloud. Okay, so Corvin, yeah, you start coughing
That's fine.
pretty heavily. And are you still running, Ferrum?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 2 guards in the blast, and they stumble over and start hacking and coughing. And there's one guy that's still chasing you.
I didn't actually roll anything. Here, let me roll speed defense.
Okay.
There we go. I just rolled it.
Oh yeah,
My
shield plus 1
But that
asset.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I was just looking at the numbers. I didn't look at see what it said. Okay, so yeah, you're fine. And
Oh, so he's not coughing?
No,
No.
I actually didn't
Okay.
roll anything.
okay, so we're gonna say that this is actually the captain that's chasing after you, Ferrum. So give me a level 5 speed test. If you're trained in running or anything like that, then you can lower the difficulty of that by 1 step. Otherwise
I'm
it's-
gonna use effort, but I am not trained in anything that cannot
okay. Yep, you can use effort.
fail.
Why is she running, Corbin?
I'm not sure. They recognized her for some reason.
So yeah, he catches up to you and tackles you to the ground, and puts a knife to the. He's actually you're face down, and he's on top of you, and he puts a knife to the base of your skull. It says, "Submit, collaborator, or I'll save us all of having to do a jury on you."
I give the impression of submitting.
Impression of submitting. I like
Okay.
that.
Okay, so yeah, he keeps his knife on you, and he takes something off his belt and places it on your back, and you are instantly wrapped up in steel bands. Your arms are pushed and confined to your sides. You're just like snakes around your body, and keeps you from being able to grab anything.
I like those things.
Am I able to wiggle anything or completely restrained?
You're completely restrained.
Can I still walk, or do they have to carry me to?
Now you can walk. Your legs are not bound. It's just your torso.
Okay.
And he stands up and picks you up a little roughly and shoves you back towards the rest of the group.
I'm gonna follow, since I have no choice.
He's like, he motions to the rest of the guards once the cloud starts to dissipate, and he's like, round up the rest of his friends and take them to the Baron. He will want to have some words with these fine folk. And so yeah, they gather you up and march you through town. You look at that handout. Do y'all still see the handout? Do I need to share it again?
You mean the
for the town.
Sharash map?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there.
It's
What's
under
your-
handouts,
yeah,
so you can just pull it
yeah.
up whenever.
Hold up.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know once I showed it to you when I get to see it. So yeah, that big rectangle area on the southern part of the map, that's actually a big keep,
Okay.
and they take you through there, through the town towards the keep, and into a interview room. I won't say interrogation room, but it's an interview room.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a stone
Do you
room.
have
Yep.
Do you have any other background, or are we gonna watch the same room?
That's all. That's the only there was no maps for this module at all.
Can we go to the world map?
Sure. Yeah. Meant to do
Or
that
something,
anyway.
or something else with a grid. Yeah.
Yeah, meant to take y'all there.
Where are we?
Alright,
That's
so you're in Syrinscape Pass. Down
Oh wow,
here.
that's a lot further south.
Yeah, y'all were up here. Now you're down here.
Oh, okay.
Cool. That's hell of a teleport.
Green, she's in a pokey.
Yes, Jane seems to be pretty powerful.
What a bitch.
And so yeah, you're in an interrogation room. The guard captain deposits you in there, and he keeps he actually stays in the room with you, and he's got his weapon out, and he never breaks eye contact with you, Ferrum. He's keeping a close eye on you, and there's two guards outside the door, and he sends a third to go find the Baron.
Did they confiscate our weapons?
Yes, they took all visible weapons they could find.
So my forearm blade is still there?
That one's part of your body, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have that. Give
And
me give me a Ferrum, you have a hidden blade as well, right?
Yeah, I said specifically that I conceal it, and then I got wrapped around, so I'm not sure if they found it.
Yeah, I'll say
But it's up to you.
I'll say that you still have that as well.
But I had 3 knives that they probably found and took.
Yeah,
But my forearm blade is the one I concealed.
I'm pretty sure the rest of your weapons and gear has been at least temporarily taken.
It's fine. I've always got my weapons with me.
Yeah, unfortunately they took your 6-shooter.
That's okay. They
but you
can't
still-
take my onslaught.
Yeah, you still have your mental abilities.
Oh, that's badass, dude.
Use the horse.
Okay, so yeah, it's a good 3 hours or so before the Baron shows up.
Bird.
I'm gonna ask for something to drink while we wait.
What's in the room? That's a long time.
There
I would have done something with it.
there is a table and a few chairs, and against the wall there is a stone bench.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Can I try to tinker something?
If you start to move to do anything other than sit down, the guard pulls out a device and points it at you and says, "I would not recommend doing anything ill-conceived at this moment, robot.
Do I recognize what he's holding?
You do not.
Am I the only one who is restrained?
You're the only one that really put up a fight, so yes. And he seems to think he knows you.
Yeah,
And
I know one.
yeah, he probably in the 3 hours while they're waiting, he probably will address you a few times. You cause this town great pain, woman.
You're clearly mistaken.
I do not forget a face, and I know your face, woman. Deceiver.
Who do you think I am?
Who you think I am? Some simpleton?
What name do you call me?
Everyone knows who you are, Siren. Everyone knows that you worked with Sintra to bring down the Baron.
Clearly, you
Laser point them in the eyes.
What was that?
Laser pointer in the eyes.
Yeah, you got a laser pointing in the eyes.
Yep, it's like on my finger.
He rushes up at you. And I'll say he stumbles a bit because he's partially blinded. But then he slaps the and we'll do this as a GM intrusion. You and one other person gets an XP because I am taking control of you a little bit here.
Yeah. Not
And
letting me dodge it. All right.
and Ferrum, same thing.
Um,
You since you got bound up, we'll give you an XP as well, and extra one to give to whoever you want.
okay.
you got yours first, so you do it.
So,
You got one. Oh.
So who Ferrum, who do you want to get your second XP?
I'm gonna give it to Kato out of sympathy since he's caught up in this as well. So, me and him are probably the main suspects.
Okay, so Kato, you get another XP.
I'll give mine to Corbin since we're here on a mission.
Okay, so no, that's hold on. Okay, so how many XP did you get already, Kato? One?
One.
Alright, so yeah, take one more for you. And Ferrum, you still won.
Yeah, I already did that. I had two, and now I have three.
Okay, yeah.
Corbin should get one.
Okay,
Yep.
there we go. Alright, so you all have your XP. And when you go to blind the guy, that device that he has, he slaps it on your hand, on your forearm, because that's the closest thing he can get to in his stumble. And your body sparks a little bit, and you slump over. You can still see and respond, but you can't move.
Whoa.
I said, Kato, is everything okay?
I cannot move.
Why not? What happened?
I have been electrocuted.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it. What'd you do to get electrocuted?
This man appears to have slapped something on my wrist.
The guard stands up and he says, "That'll be enough of that from you. I told your friend not to try anything, and he would regret it. Now we will wait for the Baron without any more excitement. Understood.
We're all being held in separate rooms, correct?
No, you're all in the same room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Captain, may I have some water?
He glares
Do
at
I have my
you.
water bullets? They take everything or
Yeah, they
just,
took
what-
all your gear.
Oh.
And he knocks on the door and he whispers to the guard outside to bring some refreshments while you wait. So yeah, he brings something to drink for all of you.
Even Kato?
He brings some motor oil.
I tell the captain that he needs to assist me since I can't drink while I'm being restrained.
He motions for Corvin. You can feed your friend.
Kato mimics people and splashes the motor oil over his face.
You-
As a-
If you could move, you would.
Oh, right, yeah. Forgot I was still locked up there.
You can take that 4 experience from me. I spent it.
Okay. How close are you to getting the tier 2?
Me and Corvin are both 1 rank up.
Yeah, 1 more tier and we'll go to tier 2. 1 more tier, 1 advance.
How do
Nice.
you so far ahead? Oh, I missed that.
You missed a session and Fire missed a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I didn't come up with any good reason to give you 1 XP.
Yeah. It made more sense to give it to Corvin and other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so eventually the Baron does show up. And he is about 5'5", and he's lavishly dressed. He's got like rings on every finger, and he's a little bit rotund. He's got a patchy goatee and beard that he thinks that he's done up stylishly, but it just looks like he's tried to use a disguise kit on himself poorly.
There is something on your face.
Look, there's an animal on your face.
He just kind of glares over at you, and
This is the Baron?
yeah.
I'm gonna use applied observation on the Baron when he enters.
Okay.
That
And
thing's still on me.
yes,
Am I still locked down?
you can talk and see, but yeah, you can't move.
Damn.
And actually, he comes into the room, and there's about 5 other guards that come in and line up against the wall. They got their weapons out and at the ready. And he walks around and sits down at the table and steeples his hands in front of him and stares at you for a minute, especially Farron. And he leans
I
forward.
just stare back.
And he leans forward and he kind of like starts stroking and plucking at his scruff of a beard. And he says, "Soul Serim, you return to me."
No, I do not. You're clearly mistaking me for someone else. This is a common mistake among humans.
Oh, Serum, you and your ways. Now, do tell me, where has Sintra run off to?
Like I said, I'm not Sarim, I'm Farim.
Now, Serum, we know each other quite well. All
Oh,
those,
really?
all those months that you've tried to seduce me and distract me, while your friend Sintra robbed all my holdings.
Besides my face, do you know anything other on me that make distinguish me?
He rolls his eyes up and down you and he's like, I know quite a bit about you, my dear.
Let see if you can find any of those markings on me, on my body, that you clearly thinks you know.
He kind of chuckles. Right here, right now.
Sure, why not?
He kind of gives a half grin. He's like, well, my dear, if you insist. And he motions to the guards. They walk up to you and they reach around behind you.
Also,
And
I have a concealed blade, so be careful when you release me.
they take a step back when you say that, and then two of them put knives to your throat, and
Well, I warned you before you released me.
they undo your bindings, and then they cut your clothes off of you.
I guess the forearm blade just falls to the floor.
Yeah, depending on how you had it, but yeah, it'll clatter down with the rest of your garments.
Just so you know, you owe me new clothes now.
And so, is there anything that would distinguish you from everyone else, Farum?
Not really. Not that I really have thought of, but you know.
Do you have
Here,
a tattoo or anything?
No. But I showed it on my right hand, a scar. That's pretty old. I show it to one of the guards and ask him if Sarim had this.
probably could have done that without being stripped nude, but okay.
Yeah, but you know, if Sarim has something I don't have, it's making the point. You know.
Right. So yeah, he gets up and strolls up to you and holds up your hand, and he does seem to be surprised to see the scar, and he turns you around, spins you around a few times, and checks you out, and he says, "Gods, get this woman a robe or something. It seems this is not our dear Sarah."
How much did Saren tell you about her origin?
He sits back down and he's like, to be honest, I don't know if I should or could trust anything that Viper said while she was here.
I ask, do you have any cloaking device? Because if you have, I can see invisible things, and I'm gonna give him the rundown what an Ormel is, and why we look exactly the same.
He
And the invisibility thing is just to prove that I can, I have perfect vision to some extent at least.
he says, "No, we don't have anything quite like that here, but an Ormir, you say? We did not really know what Sarum was, though she did seem to get into things she wasn't supposed to."
Yeah, that's classic. And I also explain how our vision works, that we can't really see anything beyond 50 feet. So, there might have been a situation where she was supposed to see something, but she clearly didn't, and, just played along. Oh, yeah, that looks great, but she had no clue what was happening.
That would explain quite a bit. So I take it that you, and he glances over at the robot, Kato, know nothing of the villain Syndra.
No. And I'm also gonna explain the dream that teleported us to the outskirts of the city.
He's like, that is quite strange. And we ourselves know nothing of anyone fitting that description named Jane. He's like, well, I guess we must apologize for our treatment of you, but you must understand, we've been dealing with this rebel group for quite some time now. They've been disrupting trade and destroying property, all in some sense of revolution, and trying to uproot me from my rightful place as lord over this land.
Yes, I understand. This is not the first rodeo I've been to. That's why I started running. And I'm also sorry if I caused any of your guards harm with the gas pump I dropped earlier.
He's like, yes, that did not look good for you or your friends. You're lucky no one was seriously injured in that.
Yes, that's why I know what I did, and I know it would not be harmful. But since this is, like I said, this is not the first time it happens, and it will not be the last. So as long as there are other armors out there, there are other people that might disrupt my daily life. And considering how the guard reacted when he saw me, I figured out it was something bad.
And so yeah, eventually some guards come back and hand you a robe. And he has them take the device off of you, Kato, after realizing that you were bent over at a weird angle. And he's like, well, since we've established that you're not an enemy of the state, how about doing a little job for me? And in compensation for this misunderstanding, we'll give you the bounty on Cintra's head and a little extra. if you agree
I
to
have some questions.
hunt down that woman. Questions, you say, middleman?
We hear word that you have been having trouble with a machine.
Yes, Sintra. The leader of the so-called militia known as the Steel Star.
Me and my friend here, and I gesture to Corbin, are here to destroy this AI.
Well, I won't be fully opposed to that, but actually I would prefer if you were to bring her back to me so that we can dispose of her. She's caused me no end of grief over the past year.
Corvan just got moved to AFK channel.
If I see this robot, I will destroy it on sight.
He's like, so yeah, do y'all know if Corvin did that to himself?
I think he might be, his kid might have woken up or something.
Oh, he's back now.
What'd you say?
We noticed that you went down to the AFK channel.
Yeah, I got dropped. I don't know
Okay.
why I did that.
So yeah, the Baron looks at you and says, it would be unfortunate if things were to happen that way, but I do understand that sometimes people don't want to be apprehended when they should be. And he looks over at Ferrum.
What would you do if there was someone else that looked exactly like you and did go around and create chaos? You know? People aren't always as understanding as you.
He nods and plucks at his beard and yes, I am most kind for the gentry. And he looks back over at Kato and says, if you end up having to dispose of the villain, you will at least bring back proof that the threat is ended.
What has she actually done?
Her and her people have attacked merchant caravans, they've destroyed crops, they've stolen cattle, they've burned down a few government buildings, they've painted graffiti all over the place with racial slurs against myself and kin.
Why, though?
Why do peasants do what peasants do? Some misguided thoughts of tyranny.
Is there a way for us to, make sure that this situation doesn't happen again? If we leave the city and come back, the guard might react the same way when they see me.
He nods and like I will give you I will make sure that you are given an item that will signify that you are an agent of mine. One that I know that Serum did not have access to.
Thank you, sir.
What was that, Kato?
We could disfigure her face.
Yes, but before that happens, if we go out and come back, the guard might think I'm Sarum again.
That's why we disfigured your face now.
Or disfigure your face.
I don't have any lookalikes.
That's the
Why don't we just cut off one of your ears? That'd be easy. You don't need it.
we can cut off your picker. That's better. You don't need it either.
I use my pecker. You don't use your. He's still here without an ear.
Yes, but the ear is vital to the almost physiologically.
He kind of stands up at this, and that is quite enough of that, I believe. You have a strange relationship with one another, I must say. I will go to see about getting some rooms made available for you, and then we will talk after dinner time about how we can help one another out.
The robe I'm wearing, is it a stylish robe or just some poor man's robe?
Trash.
It's actually, it's not like noble quality, but it's like middle range. It's
Middle
not,
class.
yeah, it's middle classish. It's not super stylish. It's more than just functional. It's
Good.
Like
So
a-
is it
comfortable.
better than a trash bag?
Yeah, it's not a sackcloth. You wouldn't be called a beggar if you were to walk around in public in it.
Just common clothes, then, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I asked if he could replace my stylish clothes with something more stylish, since this is not clear or something I wanna see being walking around in. So I have my statements. You understand?
He
Since you destroyed my clothes, that's why I'm asking.
he nods. Yes, yes, yes. We'll see about getting some better accoutrements for you.
Thanks, sir.
And yeah, he leaves, and the guards take you to some living quarters, and says that in a few hours that someone will come and get you to take you to dinner with the Baron.
Did we get all our gear back?
You see, once you get to your rooms, that your gear is there waiting for you. And yeah, your rooms are actually in a hallway. You each have your own room, but your rooms are all next to each other. So, if you want, you can go and meet, or you can just hang out in your own rooms. Get a little bit of time to waste before it's time to eat.
I would have to go to Kato's room to talk to him, so I'll just stay in my room and talk to him in my head.
Can I, while we're just sitting around, can I attempt to... Is there any way I can possibly increase the strength of the laser pointer?
That's one of your
Make it
oddities,
brighter.
right?
Yeah.
Not with what you have on you. You would probably have to.
I have tools.
You would probably have to dismantle some sort of electronic cipher, powered source cipher.
Like that self-destruct thing I had but got rid of.
Maybe something a little less kaboomy.
What about the flame catcher?
That might have a power source that you could use. Yeah.
The defibrillator would have worked.
I'll just leave it for now.
If we can get one of those batons.
Yeah. What was that thing that guy put on my arm? Actually,
Yeah.
what did he do
They
with
took that. They took that with them.
Damn, that would have been perfect.
It looked like that might have been some sort of artifact instead of a cipher. Looks like it was reusable.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could probably cobble something from one or two of your ciphers to increase the strength. Now you actually just want it brighter. You actually want it to try to be like a laser beam and cut.
No, not that strong. That'll be like a one-use thing. I mean, like it has a better effect when I flash it in people's faces. That's what
Okay.
I'm going for.
Yeah, you can.
And it works at a longer distance, I guess.
Yeah, you can destroy that cipher and make it brighter.
Okay.
Just make a
I'm gonna-
make a note of the oddity so that we know next time you use it that it may have a better effect.
Extra strength laser pointer.
I'm gonna use a recovery rope.
Okay. A 5, not bad.
I'm gonna walk out the corridor and see if I can find any guard and ask if I can
Hey, Corbin.
explore the castle more.
Yeah, there are a couple of guards posted at the end of the hallway leading to the stairwell and the rest of the place, and they deny you exit. They say that you are to remain here as guests until called for dinner.
I walk back to my room.
Okay, what was that, T-Bone? Buddy, was you going to say something? You have yourself muted again?
Might have ducked out.
Yeah, I thought he said Corvin.
Yeah, I thought I was going to say something.
Yeah, I do remember that actually.
Well, I'm going to talk to Kato.
Okay.
I don't even have to go to his room. I can just talk to him, through the walls.
Depending on how long your range is, you can do the mental thing, I guess. I don't remember what the range was on that.
Are we in like the next room over?
Yeah, you each have your own room, and you're either next to each other or across the hall.
It's short range, so within.
Yeah, we can probably
Is that
still reach
50
each
feet?
other.
Yeah, you should be within 50 feet.
I just want to ask us, what do you think of the Baron?
He is selfish.
Seems to believe that he was given the right to rule over these people. And I'm wondering if he's actually trying to put down an uprising against him.
He is as frail as anyone else.
Seems to be tyrannical in his leadership. Wondering if this robot he talks about is actually leading a freedom force against him. Not necessarily being the bad guy. That
It's possible.
maybe he's hiring us to take out the people that are in fact trying to free the city. I think we should further investigate and find out what the non-nobility think of these freedom fighters.
Okay. We must destroy Introbo.
Back.
Welcome back.
But I'm not sure we need to destroy or rather dismantle, because there could be parts that you could use. If we destroy it, we won't know.
Both are effective.
We should talk around town and find out. Either way. That's it. That's all I've got to say. Buddy,
Oh.
you were going to say something to Corbin?
Oh, I was saying, could you take care of T-Bone because I was going to the bathroom, but I'm done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't go anywhere.
It is a brutal task.
Yeah, T-Bone, you all were escorted to 2 rooms, and you're waiting on dinner with the Baron.
Awesome.
So you each have your own room, but you can leave the room and walk up and down the hallway and go and gather up and converse with each other if you need to or want to.
In my room, I'm gonna make a small carving on my music instrument.
Okay. So, T-Bone, what do you want to do? You just gonna hang out in your room, or are you gonna go talk with anyone?
That
Are you just going to hang out in your room, or are you gonna go and talk with anyone?
I'm gonna go over and talk to Corbin and Kato. I'll be like, so are they? They're not really watching us, right?
No, there's a couple of guards at the end of the hall to make sure you don't go try to wander the castle.
Yeah, well, they're not. They're not. They're not just.
We're alone, right? Is what he's asking.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's all I mean.
yeah, you're alone. Matter of fact, Kato and Corbin are in their own separate rooms.
Oh, okay. I forgot because they're talking.
Yeah, you can
I'll
still
go
come
Corbin
to one of our rooms though.
I'll be
If you
like,
want.
you have an
Nothing's
extra
stopping you.
for this in case it goes south. I know the they're gonna have us do some go hunt that lady, but
Whose room did you go to?
I went to yours.
Okay. I say, actually, I think we need to investigate further and find out who is in the wrong here. Because honestly, it sounds like a corrupt baron trying to keep down his people.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like this guy could be a shithead, and we're just like being enforcing a shithead.
Yeah, we need to make sure we're on the correct side before we take action.
Can't just let this guy's. I mean, obviously, if they're just a bunch of terrorists, but normally in these games, I'm just saying, generally in these games, the little man isn't the guy.
But we'll have to ask around to find out.
Yeah,
See
that's what
what the local populace thinks about these people committing these terrorist acts and see if it's in the best interest.
That's all I wanted to do. I can go back to my.
I'm gonna go out and look for T-Bone.
Okay, yeah, you see him come out and go into Corvin's room while you're trying to talk with the guards, and when you probably see him in as you're walking back down the hall, going back to his room.
I'm gonna go up and knock on his door.
Come on in, amigo.
Hey, T-Bone.
Yes,
So-
sir.
Would you be able to, go through the walls in this place since you can do that?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I can.
You
Yes.
don't know that he can do that.
I know since I hugged him in the past with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have a connection. That was their connection. They know each other from the past, and
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. And I don't know. We can figure it out.
Yeah,
I forgot about that as well. That's pretty cool.
let's go and ask Kato and Corvan about it and see if we can come up with something about it.
That's a good idea. You go to Cato. You go to Corbin's room. I'll go to Cato's room.
Yeah, sure. You should try to see if you can go through the walls to Kato's room just to practice.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. How do I do that?
Let me look at your character sheet. I don't know. I don't remember if you have to
goes through
spend
an
anything.
inch per round, and it costs 2 intelligence, I think.
Yeah, so it takes
He has it written down.
it takes 2 intellect points to activate that, and then you can walk through a physical barrier at the rate of 1 inch per round. But since we're not in combat, you can just go right through it.
Oh, okay.
But
Why
it-
you just
How long
cost
does that stay active for?
Do you want to take those 2 experience points now so I can?
It's intellect point, not experience point.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's two intellect points, and it looks like it stays active as long as you want. Like every time you activate it, it costs 2 points. So it doesn't seem to have a time limit.
Oh,
Yeah, it's probably if you're in thick wall, you can probably take your time going through it since it's not that fast.
Yeah,
I think it'd be like 2 points per barrier.
Yeah, I think it's you activate it when you choose to go through a barrier.
Yeah, because you can't do anything but move while you're out of phase, because that's basically what you're doing. You're putting your body out of phase. It's kind of like the Flash vibrating his body to go through physical barriers. He can't talk or do anything while he's doing that, so you'd have to deactivate it once you get through the barrier if you wanted to interact with anyone. And then if you wanted to use it again, it'd be another 2 points.
badass. Especially if we get to a place that's treasure.
Yeah, break
Yep.
into his treasury.
How does Kato react when T-Bone comes through the wall?
Pretty calmly. Not phased by much.
So yeah, if you want to go ahead and deduct 2 points from your intellect, if you haven't already, and yeah, you're now in Kato's room. Your body went kind of blurry. You were semi-solid. So someone, Kato, looked up, saw you melding through the stone wall. You were somewhat transparent, and then your body gets engulfed in like a silver outline as you become solid again, and then you're normal old T-Bone.
Now, when I turn into hyper transparency, can like an object hit me, or does it go right through me? Because I'm transparent through like say there is a doppelganger of Corvin, did he shoot me trying to go through a
I think yes.
Yeah, it's because you're able to pass through the wall. You could, nothing should be able to affect you while you're out of phase.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, when I'm in phase, obviously.
Yeah,
Doesn't
'cause I think
say
it says
that
you
you
can't
can't.
interact with anything. So I would assume like you can't be shot by something because you can't interact until you're out of the wall.
Yeah, the only thing that you can't phase through is like some sort of energy barrier.
Well, he
Yeah,
can't even perceive anything until he's fully through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're blind, deaf, and all that while you're out of phase. So all you can do is move.
Yeah, I would think if you're gonna get hit by something, you could go out of phase.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
would
you
pass
you have
through
to do it
you.
against a barrier, right? At least for this tier. Maybe next tier he gets like a not only on the walls thing.
Yes. So
I
like
don't know.
probably energy based weapons like phaser guns or something you probably couldn't phase out of since that'd be kind of like a force field.
like a bow or a sword. I mean,
Yeah. That would be your action in combat if you were to use it in combat because it's an action phase
Yeah.
ability.
Well, it specifically says you can slowly pass through physical barriers.
Yep.
So it only works on physical barriers.
Oh, cool. I got that. Take
Basically, stuff that doesn't move. So if someone shot you with a gun, I guess you're not vibrating fast enough to avoid the bullet. The bullet's traveling too fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
We could say that it's possible for you to take reduced damage if you're able to use it in combat, and then say like the bullet, the projectile, the damage, whatever goes through you. So like if someone was holding you and you got shot, then they would take some damage as well.
yes, sir.
Or you
Also,
gain
it's like
an asset on dodge.
Yeah, it wouldn't negate you from taking damage, would you take less damage?
Yeah.
like just 2 armor whenever he uses it or something.
Good, I like that.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. We'll see how that plays out in combat.
Yeah, level 2 is much better for defense. Says it says defense facing.
Oh, he gets that at tier 2, does he?
Yeah, you can change your face so that some attacks pass through you harmlessly for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, so then we'll just say that you can't do that until you level up. And right now that ability is just for walking through walls, since they have something in place later on for
Yeah.
you.
You can also do that with attacks on level 3, so he gets phased attack.
Okay, yeah. We don't want to break his later abilities by giving him something OP now. So for right now, you can just walk through walls.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's just too many character options for me to remember all the
Oh,
possibilities.
yeah.
Yeah, I started looking and reading, and I couldn't remember because so used
It's like
to
learning all the fucking spells in D&D.
Yeah,
Not
Well,
gonna
it's just too
happen.
many.
Okay, so how's everyone doing? We've been going for a few hours. Y'all need to take a break. Want to take a break for about 5 minutes?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay.
Yeah. For how much longer are we planning to play, by the way?
I can pretty much play as long as y'all want, but we normally stop around in about an hour.
Ah, yeah, I know.
But if y'all want to go longer, you can. I'm no longer in that other game, so it's up to you guys how long y'all can play.
I'm too sick of that character sheet.
We can talk, off stream about that game.
Okay.
no, we're playing tomorrow, right?
I think.
Yeah, with Tyler we are. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said he's
Wednesday,
back.
he said no, but we are. He said we should be good for tomorrow.
I'll play when I can always play on Sunday.
Okay, so yep, we're gonna take about a 5-minute break. So, hang tight. I'll be right back.
Take this time to pat your cat, walk your dog and get a refill of your favorite beverage. We will return to the fun and action shortly.
Is
Sounds
Corman back?
like a plan.
I never left.
Okay.
Okay, so eventually a house steward shows up and gathers you all up to go to dinner with the Baron.
So we're not gonna do that. Try to.
Oh yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
through walls.
My bad. Yeah, if y'all want to do that, y'all can do that before it's dinner time.
Sorry, what?
They were going to
Oh yeah,
have.
come to say hello. Right.
Yeah, T-Bone going through walls and.
So when he comes in through the wall, Kato stands up and walks over to him and sort of pats him down because he's like that woman that appeared, basically.
Oh yeah, it was kind of similar,
Yeah.
like Jane.
Oh yeah.
How did you do that, T-Bone? Do you know a woman named Jane?
I have no idea. I got this special power inside me. Sometimes it feels like bad gas, and I can walk right through walls.
I love that description. Oh goodness gracious.
It cannot be healthy.
Well, I don't know. I just get a little spacey. Takes a little bit of my intelligence, but I'm not real sure what happens. Just fall. So if we get to a place where there might be treasure or somebody's trapped on the inside, I can phase in. Now, can I touch someone and have them phase too?
No.
Oh, okay, crap. So
Yeah, I think it's just you at the moment. Maybe later on, you might be able to
Yeah, I think-
take other people.
You probably will get something like that at a higher tip.
cool. The only reason I can't read the books, guys, is because I'm legally blind. I can't get a big, really.
Yeah.
dig in.
It's alright, we'll help you out.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try and shine my laser pointer through him. He's solid now, right?
Yeah, he's solid now. Good. Yeah, he's got you put a red dot on him, and yeah.
It's a bright red dot.
So yeah, T-Bone, you see Kato lift up his hand and point a finger at you, and you have a big red dot on your chest now.
Yeah, man. Pretty cool little laser point. I wish you could get that thing a lot stronger. You could cut your steaks with it.
Maybe one day.
Or if you got trapped, you could cut ropes and stuff in it. That would be badass.
Maybe if I upgrade it, I can use it as a sort of trigger for a trap.
I think we should do that all as a mission.
Make a lightsaber.
Oh yeah, that's the
There-
dream.
Well, one never knows what one might find in your travels. Is all I'll say.
That's awesome.
Sun sword?
It's a shame that Grumpy isn't still with us, because he could regale you with some tales from previous adventures.
Oh, he's played Numenera with you before?
Yeah, we did a different module last year. So, are you? Yeah. So you two are talking. You going to bring up anything about exploring the castle, or you're just gonna wait for dinner?
That's up to buddy.
I thought the idea was that all four of us were gonna meet. That's what I told T-Bone. That
Yeah.
go get Kato.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, if y'all want to meet up in one room, y'all can definitely do that.
Yeah, you have a map of the castle, or are we just gonna kind of role play it out?
Yeah, don't really have a map. Just
We can
the
go
the,
play.
the module the story that we're doing, it was supposed to take place after you've already captured Sintra and is on the way back to the Baron, and then events happened, and that didn't make any sense in the context of what we're doing. So we're kind of going off the rails, and it's
I like it.
it's just
I like it, man.
completely different now.
When I first played D&D, we didn't even have anything. We had character sheets, a few dice. That's it. We didn't have
That's how I played when we first started as well.
Yeah, most people that play Numenera or stream Numenera, they don't even use maps or markers at all. It's just straight talking like old school D&D.
That's what I like, man. It's all good to go.
So that was part of the reason why we didn't get to play the last time that we didn't do D&D, because I had to like completely redo this thing from the ground up, try to figure out how to get y'all into the campaign. So like y'all haven't even actually like started the module yet, as far as the written down content. And the whole, since we're kind of breaking the fourth wall, the whole faith, the whole Jane thing, that's something that I had wanted to bring up the last time I did Numenera, and it's my way of tying in your background story, because I goofed. The reason why I picked the other module to start out with is because I thought this module was in the same area. I thought it was in that other pass. And I was like, oh, now I gotta figure out how to get y'all like 200 something miles. So yeah, we're improvising.
And if you need help getting other modules, I'll chip in to get whatever better stuff or whatever, because I'm enjoying it too, man.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I have a donation thing on that y'all could use if y'all wanted to help out with that kind of stuff. But we don't really need anything at the moment. I pretty much have every module that they came out with this because of the Kickstarter thing I backed. They gave us a whole bunch of free stuff, so I got like 12 adventures. But actually, there was one book that had 10 in it by itself, and then yeah, I got a ton. I don't have a spot for like everywhere on the map, kind of like in like Tyler says in D&D, but we could pretty much come up with something.
Yeah, I like to, if I don't have something for a place that's on a map, I just usually make something up for it myself.
And in August, they're coming out with that Jade Coliseum book that I have a coupon given to me by Grumpy that I'm going to use. I'm hoping it's going to be enough to purchase the book. But yeah, it's going to have stuff in there on how to roll up your own ruins, so your own dungeon complex. So no matter where you go, we can have some weird and wacky dungeons for you guys
I
to.
think I already have that. Is that the dungeon crawler?
No, it's a book for Numenera that they're writing right now. It comes out in August.
I got one for D&D. You just push a couple buttons and it'll make you mad.
Yeah, there's a couple of cool and interesting things like that out there. Alright, so you all, to get things back on track, you all have gathered up into a room together and you're free to discuss your plans.
You want to take charge of this, Corvin? Kind of a good leader in this stuff. And if you don't, that's no problem.
We're just trying to figure out whether or not the Baron's a bad guy or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I think the easiest thing to do would be to go talk to the Baron and agree to what he wants us to do. And then we go and we talk to the people and find out what they think. And then we can try to confront this. What was her name?
Sintra.
Citra.
I agree.
And we
We
can
should
talk
use
to her.
his aid to get to our target.
And then we can find out the whole story, find out both sides of it, and it might be to our benefit to find out what exactly is going on in this place before we choose a side.
Yep. So, T-Bone, how many people around other than Kato now knows about your ability to go through walls?
That's it. I never told anyone.
Okay, so you wanna bring that up?
Yeah, I want to tell everyone, hey guys, just so you know, I can go through walls. I get this like feeling. I get up to a wall, and it's almost like I got a fart. Please,
He appeared like Jane.
that's kind of like. Did you say that's how Jane came through?
For Kato, not for you guys.
Oh yeah. For Kato, Jane went through for Kato, but that's how I gotta do it. I run up there and it's kind of how I go through it. Go through, get a beer, whatever.
Oh, I pass gas to walk through the wall. I love that.
The only thing I can
That's really
come up
funny.
with short
So yeah, if you want, you can demonstrate it, but it costs some intellect points to do it, or you could just.
Just trust me, guys. I can do it. You want me to try? I can
I
rap.
know you can do it since I helped you with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
right.
verify it with Corvin as well.
That's right. Ferrum does know about you able to do it because he
Fair
helped you. So.
knows because we're old friends. We traveled together in a previous campaign or whatever. Something. And then I went to this little place called a Rocky. Hit my head real hard. I lost my memory. Oh wait, that was real life.
So, since it's a few hours until the Lord will summon us, should we try to explore now or should we do it after dinner?
I mean, it's before. What time is it? How much longer before chow time?
And let's say about an hour and a half.
We got a little time to explore. I mean, at least a couple rooms. Kinda. What if we run into someone and just really piss someone? Then they'll know we're up to something.
Oh, we'll cross that when we get to it.
Then you can just run through a wall.
Run is a strong word.
Eld through a wall.
I do a wall melt.
Yeah, and remember, you could go through floors as well, but it is really slow, so it's not like really running. You're what is it, 1 inch?
Takes you 6 seconds.
6
Wait,
seconds.
how much is around in this game? Oh, it's 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit slower.
So like if you just phase through a wall into another room, they might be able to get into that room, or you can fully get away. We'll have to see how a chase would work in that situation. But yeah, there's a risk you could still get caught, but you have ways to get around. But yeah, if you're caught outside of where they've left you, then yeah, they may not be happy that you're sneaking around.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
We could just not sneak around and just walk around the place and explore.
The guards will stop us. I tried that.
Maybe I could distract them with a malfunction.
Yeah, I'm up for anything. Worst case scenario, a TPK. That's pretty easy to roll up a new character.
I think it's worse if everyone but one person dies.
That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, you feel free to enact any plan that you come up with. If you want to explore, go for it.
Hey guys, I just got a text from a guy from
Alright, I think I can distract them.
I just got a text from a guy from Leonard Skinner band. They just told me I was a badass song.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I wish I could frame a text.
Take a screenshot and print it.
That's what I'm doing right now.
So this hallway, is it like a one-sided, or is there a door on either side?
Yeah, it goes to a dead end. Just
Dead end?
yeah, it
Perfect.
seems to be a wing of the castle.
What kind of lights are we talking here? Are they electronic? Not electronic. Sorry. Are they electricity based?
No, around here it
Jeez.
looks like it's torches and
Damn.
scones on the wall.
Is there anything mechanical in the hallway?
Not in the hallway. No, it seems like a medieval castle, at least in this area. There may be other parts that have more tech, and knowing nobility, it would probably be closer to private quarters of theirs where they would use that type of tech.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
or
really
any
going.
or any, like a throne room, any place that they would be trying to like impress. So like when y'all go to dinner, it's a big banquet hall. You may be some tech there. And what was that, Ferrum?
They're really going barbarian here. Living in the castle and everything. Using torches.
And that's for a big portion of the world. There is a lot of tech, but not everyone knows how to use it or use it safely. So you get varying degrees of technology level. Some people are using it more, some people have more knowledge of it, and some people hoard it only for special occasions. Some people just don't trust it or use it at all.
Can I go out into the hall?
Yep.
And then go right down to the end. Wait. And then I'm going to talk to Corvin. Let me know when you're ready.
Are you going towards the guards or away from the guards?
No, away. So like, yeah, back to the end of the hall.
Okay.
Is the room they're in close to the guards? Hopefully.
Is there a room
Right.
close to the
I'll
guards?
tell them. There's 4 rooms in the hall, right?
Yeah. There's at least 4 rooms.
Yep,
Actually,
so
there's
there'll be.
there. Let's see, there's 6. There's actually 2 that don't have anyone in it currently.
Okay. Well, I'll tell everyone to go into one of the rooms close to the guards.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk to the end of the hall and wait for Corvin's signal.
So I said a mental signal. Say ready.
Alright, now I'm going to shine my laser pointer in their eyes from that distance because it's now stronger.
Okay. You have their attention, and
Are they coming at me?
they put their hands up. You keeping it on one, or you just bouncing it back and forth?
I'm like trying to get them to come over here.
Yeah, they put their hands up trying to block the light, and hey, you, stop that!
I pull out a spear.
Okay, when you pull out a weapon, they pull their weapons, and they yell out and
Damn it.
an alert.
Oh shit. That sucks.
And like, you there, what are you doing? You're honored guests. Put your weapons up.
I am malfunctioning. I need assistance.
Drop your weapon. And they start slowly coming towards you, and you hear a couple more footsteps coming up the stairs.
You know what those sand guys do in Star Wars? Where
Yeah.
they shake their guns up above their heads. That's what I'm doing.
Or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you're a sand person.
As soon as they get past the door, I'm gonna use this to block it off behind them.
Okay. You gonna do that before or after the people come up the stairs?
Yeah, if as long as it's clear for these guys to get out,
Because if you
lock me in with them.
so the first two guards are going to reach you about the time that another two guards come up the steps and like wonder what's going on, and they see you raising your weapon and doing a battle cry. And one of them reaches over the shoulder and like, we're not sure this metal man is being weird. He may be dangerous.
I am malfunctioning.
And they pull out their weapons and they come approaching as well.
Okay, so as soon as they're past the doorway, then I'll block off that hallway behind them.
Okay, so explain to me and everyone else what the frigid wall device looks like and how do you enable it? What does it? How does it look like when you use it?
Have any of you played Overwatch before?
I watched some people play it. Yeah.
Do you know what Mei does?
No.
Character. Okay, she has an ice gun, and she aims at a point on the ground, and then a wall pops up. That's basically it.
Okay. So you obviously pull out something that looks like a weapon and fire it. They're not going to be too sure whether or not you're aiming at them, and they're going to actually attack you in retaliation. But yeah, the walls, the beam shoots past them and hits the ground, and you're now enclosed in with 4 guards, I believe I said, right? 2, and another 2 came up.
Yeah,
Yep,
4
yep.
guards.
So let me look.
So I've got two in immediate range, 2 in short range.
They should all be in at this point. They should all be within 10 feet of you.
Oh really?
Two of them
Those
have.
guys were like on the other end of the hall.
All right, I'll say that. Yeah, two are immediate and 2 are in short. That sounds reasonable. So you're gonna get 2 attacks at difficulty 2 from some long swords.
Okay, dodge. I'm gonna attempt to dodge 1, difficulty 2. It's difficulty 0. I instantly dodge it. And then the other one, I'll just take it right in the face, and then just fall on the ground, and like pretend to be powered down.
All right, so that's 3 points of damage to your might pool.
It was difficulty 2, right? You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was actually difficulty 0 because of my stuff.
Sweet. So yeah, you nimbly dodge to the side, El Toro style.
Did he pretend to take that other hit?
I'm not that good of an actor. I'll just take the hit.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you have any armor?
I do. I do have 1 armor.
So that'll reduce the damage to 2 points.
Yep.
And your might pool, and yeah, they get a blow onto your
Instead of like
midsection.
trying to seem like I'm taking down, I'm just actually going to go into low power mode or whatever it is that Kato has that's like that.
Right. So yeah, they do the second guard does a swipe at you as you nimbly dodge the first attack, and it catches you in the side, and you just kind of crumple over and fall face first
As I-
into the ground.
As I go down, I give Corvin the signal.
Okay, we duck out through the door.
And yeah, you come out into the hallway, and you see an ice wall from floor to ceiling, and you can barely make out shapes through the ice. And the stairwell is clear.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the stairwell.
Yep, it's about 30 centimeters thick.
I'm gonna wait here and say if the guards, if they come back, I will try to distract them until you guys are back. It's easier for 2 to sneak around than 3.
Okay, yeah, you can post guard at the top of the stairs, and you hear some muffled murmuring on the other side of the wall. And Kato, I'm assuming you still can sense
That's
things.
fair. I said, Ferrum, why don't you go and I'll stand guard? With your extra senses, it might be better for you to go find out information.
Oh yeah, true. It's more likely that you stay behind since they see him as your droid.
Yeah, we can talk to each other if he's nearby as well.
Yeah.
So I follow T-Bone and
Okay.
go exploring.
And
let's go down.
yeah, Kato, the guards they hesitated at first. They wasn't really expecting that blow to be that serious. And when you don't get back up, they come over to you hesitantly and prod at you with their weapons. And when you don't you don't make any response, well, they search you real quick and take out your weapons, so you can't jump up and, or they hope that you can't jump up and hurt them. They don't find your hidden forearm blade. They got the rest of your weapons, and then they turn around and notice that they're completely enclosed in by the ice, and they go over to it and start banging on it.
I don't think it's ice. It says super cooled air, so I think it's just a wall of air.
Super cold air is ice.
Depends on how you interpret.
Well, it's the moisture in the air.
Yeah, I'll say for flavor, and it is a level 8. We'll say that it froze the air molecules into a sheet of ice.
That shit.
It's a foot thick, so they're gonna have some trouble getting through that.
It's gonna take a while to melt.
Yeah. As soon as they walk away from me, I guess I'll wait like 10 minutes, and then Kato will just stand up, dust himself off, and
The
just wait.
frigate wall only lasts for 10 minutes, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, y'all have to do a quick search. And the other two, you get to the bottom of the stairs, and it looks like y'all were taken to a tower, and say there's a window there you can look out, and you can see that you're in a western wing of the castle, and there's another hallway at the bottom of the stairs that has a selection of doors every 3 or 4 feet.
Kind of like the same where we came from.
Yeah, kinda. It's a little bit more lavish. There's actually a really nice embroidered carpet rug on the floor. There's a couple of tapestries. There's a few tables with some nice ceramic vases.
T-Bone, you
Yeah.
should probably continue go on, and I will scout here. And if the guards catch me, I will come up with something.
I'll keep going down that. It's a hallway, correct?
Yeah, it's about 50 feet.
Yeah, I want to
And
keep
then
going down.
it goes to a big double, a really nice double wooden door at the end of the hallway.
I want to face. Is it open or is it locked?
It's closed. You don't know if it's locked.
I want to check and see if it's locked.
Yeah, you go down and jiggle it, and it seems to be not locked.
I'll just go through it.
Open
Very
it up.
carefully.
Yeah. And Ferrum, what are you doing?
1 second.
Okay, so
What? Take him first, because I'm gonna explore this room while he's gone. That's my
you're gonna search out the other rooms.
Yeah, in this corridor where he left. After he moved through the double doors, I'm just gonna see if I can see something.
I'm going to let's do a ruling with your ability. I've been wanting to bring this up since you have those nanite type things that you can see around corners and stuff with. We'll say that you can actually use that since you can't really see through walls, but you can go through openings. These doors do have like keyholes, and there's gaps underneath the doors, so you could technically use your particles to go through those gaps and see out to your what is it, 50-foot range.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could see into these rooms without actually having to go into them, at least to a certain extent.
Okay.
And for you, Mr. T-Bone, when you open up the door, give me a... Let's say it's a difficulty... It's a simple routine. Let's make it a difficulty 1 speed test. For you to... Or if you're trained in stealth, you can use that.
Yeah, I am.
Or you could just blow it out of the water with that 16. So yeah, you very gently open up the door a little bit and peek in, and it looks like it's a central area of the castle. It's a big
Like
open area.
Like
It's not quite banquet. It's you don't even know. You're not sure exactly where you are in the castle. It could be like the central entrance hall.
Yeah.
But it's marble stone floors, highly polished. There's several big marbled columns supporting balconies above you. It's a big open expanse area with a big chandelier in the center. What was that?
Anything to steal?
When there were some things in the other hallway. There's some nice looking artwork.
I don't want that. I just want to take like if there's silverware or something that looks real fancy.
I mean, there's nothing really small laid out. They probably wouldn't there's a lot of nice things, but it's big and bulky. Anything small and easily pilferable, they probably keep a close eye on. But yeah, there's a lot of nice things in that marbled room. There's along the sides of the walls, there's some plush lounge couches, and there's carpets, and it's very nicely furnished. But it looks like that's a central area of the castle that will lead off to other areas, and there's a big grand staircase that goes up to the balconies above you and other levels of the castle.
I want to kind of head back where everybody else is at, because I think if I get too far out in there, someone's gonna bust me. Because this is like the central area where everybody's gonna be walking through, and we're just trying to check out the castle. We're not trying to escape, so I'd rather go back. So in case someone did catch me, they're not like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing out here?"
Yeah, you did see a few like maids or something cleaning up in that central area.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with them. Should I talk to him? Want to talk to him?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I want to go out and talk to those maids and see what person this Baron dude is.
They when you approach, they actually jump a little. They're shocked that you're out roaming around. Though they may not exactly know who you are, so they may not know that you're not supposed to be out and about. There's no guards around. They would definitely know that you're not supposed to be around.
Yeah.
So, what do you ask them?
As I approach, I'm like, hey, I'm here on peace. Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. Few questions. How are you guys' day?
And they bow to you. How fancy does T-Bone dress?
He's kind of like like Mad Max.
Okay,
Not fancy.
Not fancy.
so they do a little curtsy to you, and they start to like call you my lord, but then they look at your dress, and they get a little skeptical about why you're here, and there's like, we're doing fine. It's a normal busy day in the castle, keeping everything clean. Is there something that we can help you with?
How does the Baron treat y'all?
They glance around a little nervously when you ask that.
You
Direct.
know me? I say, stop right here, man. I'm your friend. I speak for you. I want to stand up for you. I want to make sure you're taken care of. No one will ever know what you say here. Between you, me, Wood, there's nothing to hear you.
And they look really nervous now. They're like, we have nothing but good things to say about our lord and master. He is a generous lord. Yes.
But they're looking real scared, like they don't want to say anything bad.
Yeah, they're looking a little nervous.
All right, I know what's up. But we know he's a shithead now. So, well, I bid you a fair day, man. And kind of like a little rough. Like he's trying to say the professional term and not speak like a redneck, but he's stumbling over himself. My fair lady, I just want you to know that we're here for you. I'm a redneck. I am not. I am not high and mighty baron or some high and mighty lord or knight or whatever the hell. I'm just some low redneck. I'm lower than you. So if you wanna talk to me, be real. You know.
They kind of giggle amongst themselves, and one leans into the other, and she's like, "Sarah, I do believe he's trying to flirt with you."
Yeah, you're pretty sexy. Been a little while, but
Get it, T-Bone.
you know why they call me T-Bone, right?
And they kind of hold their handkerchiefs up to their mouths and blush.
Well, ma'am, I better get back up there because the Lord is or whatever, the Baron's gonna talk to us a little bit, and I can tell he doesn't take. Tell by your nervousness, how you're unwilling to speak bad about your Lord. Says it all.
They're like, we don't know what you're speaking of.
Yep.
We
Fine, man.
we were well taken care of, and we really should get back to work now, though. It was nice chatting with you.
Take care, sexy.
And they giggle.
All right, and then I head back to the room.
All right, and Ferrum.
How many rooms are there on each side?
There was 3 on one side and 2 on the other.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the 2 on that side, and I'm just gonna go up to him and like peek through the keyhole and see if what I can see on the side. I'm gonna take each room separately.
And so I kind of envision you just slowly walking up the hall, like not even turning to face the rooms, and just sending out your little particles and scanning the rooms. Unless you want to describe it differently.
That sounds about right.
And so yeah, you get a glimpse of each of the rooms, and it looks like one of them is a library of some sort. There's a lot of lounging, very plush, comfy chairs and couches, and there's a fireplace, a lot of bookshelves laden with all sorts of texts and scrolls. One of them seems to be a small sitting / dining room of some sort. There's a big table in there with a big bouquet of flowers and some really comfortable chairs arranged around it. And closer to your end, one of the rooms looks like it might be like some sort of storage area. There's some shelving and some crates. And
Hey guys, man, I hate to do this. I have to take off. You guys continue playing with T-Bone. Playing with the bone. Is it-
Is that what the T stands for?
Sorry, guys.
that's okay. I mean, it's up to you. Y'all want to stop or keep going?
I was planning on going soon as well, so let's just finish this bit, then with the guards, and maybe we can stop that after that before we go to the Baron.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the rest of the rooms you don't really get a sense that there's anything big and secret in there. It's just like a couple of waiting rooms or someplace for him to entertain minor guests.
Okay. I guess after I search all the room, I just wait for T-Bone, then I'll head back upstairs to Corbin.
How long's it been?
It's probably been about 4 or 5 minutes for that little conversation. You still got time before the ice melts. And yeah, T-Bone comes back and he tells you that he thinks that the Baron's a shitbag, as he worded it. And
okay.
Yeah, y'all can head back up.
Yeah, so I go up to Corbin, and I explain what I saw downstairs in each room.
So, alright, at least we know a little bit more of the layout. Too bad we couldn't find the Baron's office, but we'll try to get in there another time.
Yeah, this is probably the guest wing since there's guest rooms and all the rooms downstairs. Some minor guest.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
And y'all can kind of hear a muffled sound of banging and like sounds of the guards using their weapons to try to chip at the ice to get through.
So, everyone go back to your rooms.
Oh, we can't since I guess
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so if I can, I go.
Yeah, well, y'all were all in one room, so y'all could just go back to that room that you're in and say that y'all were just waiting together for the Baron. I mean, you don't have to be. It's not going to seem conspicuous if you're all in that room together, because the two guards at top saw y'all go into that room together before the malfunction.
Okay.
And Kato, what are you up to?
As soon as I get a signal from Corvin, I'm just gonna stand up.
I'll let him know that we're all back.
Where are my weapons? Did they put them down to like break the wall?
They got them with them. Like one guy's holding on to the weapons, and the others are chipping at the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up and walk over to the guards.
Okay.
Hello there.
They jump. One of them actually shrieks.
It appears my malfunction has fixed itself. Yeah, let me deal with that.
Yeah,
Can I drop the wall as part of the cipher, or do I have to wait for it?
It doesn't say, but I'll say that for the sake of it, that with your metal strength, you can give me a difficulty 2
Jeez.
might check to see if you can punch through it.
Okay. Got this. Nope, I don't got this.
All right, so you punch the wall and it cracks and fissures, but it doesn't.
I do another one.
You can. Same thing. There you go. So you want to do another punch or a spin kick? You want to be fancy with it?
Yeah, no, just exactly the same. Just a straight right into the.
I kind of see you're being real stiff with it, almost like you have pistons in your hand.
Yeah,
You
like
just
a
hold your arm
piston,
up and it
yeah.
just pop 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 pop. And yeah, you shatter the ice everywhere.
I'll wipe all the ice off me. Then I look at the guy that's holding my weapons.
And they're all shocked and stunned and a little scared of you. They got their weapons half pointed at you. They're not sure if you're gonna attack or what you're doing.
Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
And they're like, okay, make sure it doesn't. And they hand back your stuff if you ask for it.
Yep. I'll just put out my hand waiting for it.
They hand it over and they go back down to the end of the hallway, and the Baron will be with you shortly. Please go to your room and don't come out.
When the guards are about to go, I'm gonna open the door and ask what's going on. I heard some commotion.
And they kind of glance over their shoulder at the big scary metal man, and nothing at all.
The ice all over the ground?
Yeah. There's big chunks of ice everywhere.
Okay. Do you know when the Baron is coming? I asked the guards.
It'll be shortly.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back to my room then and rest.
Okay, so yeah, they go back to their positions. You make out that there was 2 at the top of the stairs and 2 at the bottom of the stairs. They take up their post again. And unless y'all have anything else, I guess we'll call it there for the day.
Cool.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that's it for today's episode. Hope everyone enjoyed watching that came in, and hopefully y'all come back and join us again next week. I'm not sure, we may do it Wednesday, right? Y'all want to do it Wednesday?
Yeah, I think Tyler said he wasn't going to be here, so
Yeah, Tyler's gonna be in Amsterdam, so we could
yeah,
play
that's
Wednesday.
right.
Yeah, so
Is
sounds good for me. What's that?
is Tyler here tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not sure if I won't be able to make it tomorrow either, because it's pretty nice weather now, and some friends wanted to go outside and barbecue and stuff.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah. Now it's getting hard to do stuff, play during the weekend since now more people want to do stuff,
Ferrum and Kato. I'm gonna give you 2, each of you a asset card for your dramatic fleeing, Ferrum, and for Kato for your use of the ice wall for the distraction. I'm gonna
Cool.
give you these
What is
before we go. So,
Was that inspiration?
yes, it's kind of like inspiration. So mark this down that you have what's called a door trick, Kato. You've seen a door very much like this before. The difficulty of any task involving getting past a locked, stuck, or sealed door is decreased by 1 step. So anytime you have a locked door in front of you, you can use basically an asset.
Okay, wait. Door trick.
Yep. The difficulty of any task involving getting past a locked, stuck, or sealed door is decreased by 1 step.
Nice.
Is it a skill that's permanently there?
No, it's just a one use, kind of like a cipher.
Okay.
It's a one use is inspiration basically from Dungeons and Dragons,
Okay.
but for a specific task. And for you, Ferrum, you get let's use a distraction. You have a great idea on how to sneak past or distract someone. So the difficulty of any task involving stealth or distraction is decreased by 1 step. And I can write that out in Discord if you want. Make sure you,
I just
you get it.
summarized mine.
And with that, we'll see everybody Wednesday.
Awesome.
Sounds good.